So with the fall of communism came a lot of questions. Chief among them, when you're dividing up decades worth of state-owned assets, who gets what? The short answer is a very lucky few. In the early 90s, private citizens with the best connections to the powers that be were essentially just gifted a whole bunch of previously state-controlled assets. It's all best personified by the Russian oligarchs, a group of super powerful businessmen who control a disproportionate amount of the country's wealth. We came to Moscow to see how the 0.00001% live.
We're about to go meet Sergey, who we've heard really enjoys a life of real opulence. We've been flying over all this land and you're like, okay, so when do we get to Sergey's place? And they're like, this is Sergey's place. This entire fucking place is Sergey's. He owns pretty much the entire north of Russia.
Sergey Veremeenko is an oligarch thought to have had connections to both the Russian mob and the Putin government, who made his fortune through coal, metals, and later banking. His 26-year-old wife, Sophia, joined us for lunch.
Приветствую вас здесь с радостью. Вы сейчас поймете, что жизнь бывает не только на североамериканском континенте, но и в России тоже люди живут, и живут, в общем-то, неплохо.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. Cheers.
Мы встретились на спектакле.
I saw like 6 bodyguards behind him. After we hang out and had coffee and chatted, he stood up and there was like 6 bodyguards.
Everyone just
Oh my
popped up
God.
behind him. That
Who
must
is
have been
this guy?
Well, that,
Six, что ты придумаешь?
В то время у тебя было 2 автоматчика, 2...
Время тяжелое было. Она миссис Уорд 2006.
really? Wow.
2006.
I didn't know. That changes the dynamic of the table. I've never sat at a table with a Mrs. World before.
Yep.
That's amazing. In 2006. Wow.
It was a huge scandal as well.
So they thought like there was cheating or some backroom
They were saying
deals.
right away that he was standing there with the gun saying, you know, no, put a crown on her. You know, like,
I assume that's not the case, right, Sergey?
Of course not. He was surprised as I am that I won.
Right. But just because he's a powerful guy, people would just assume that.
Exactly.
And the corruption word that gets thrown around all the time. And that's a very Western perception of Russia, right? Is that business and finance is very closely tied to, you know, corruption and that. How do you kind of stay on top of that?
Это сложно. У нас тут, как сказал Путин, коррупция это наше, это все. Ну это везде так, но у нас надо особенно.
After our caviar, Sergey took us to view his collection of Russian religious art.
Oh, wow.
Valued at over $200 million, it's thought to be the largest in the world.
So this is essentially 1/10 of Sergey's collection of icons, housed here at a private museum, not at his main house, just at one of the country houses he has. He built a private museum, and it's stunning.
Предел Спиридона Тремифунтского.
He's the favorite holy icon for the businessmen to pray to.
Why is this the favorite of the businessman?
Потому что он помогает. 2008 год мы постоянно молились, и мы смогли преодолеть кризис, хотя он очень тяжелый был. Сейчас едем в деревню, в тайгу, в дремучие леса на охоту. Это волки, медведи, рысь. Всех их там не убьем, но вот очень много зверей.
Should I be concerned about the wolves and bears that we don't shoot? All right.
All right.
Vodka's the answer.
Let's go with that.
So in Sergey's downtime, he's an avid hunter. So much so that he has this entire estate of cabins out here where he hunts wild boar, among other things. So he's brought us out to traipse through the snow and hunt some boar. But outfits are first and foremost.
And by hunting, Sergey meant we'd be stationed in a heating hunting blind, while his bodyguard scattered bags of corn into a lit area that we'd fire into with a sniper rifle. Not exactly sportsmanlike, but a lot of fun.
Это будет происходить так. Мы откроем вот это вот так, тихонько. Или тут. Стоишь вот так. Надо сейчас Пиздец. Кабана? White boar. Congratulations. Это стриптиз.
We've been up for 48 hours and we've been drinking vodka since 2 p.m. But Sergey says it's time to go to the sauna, so it's time to go to the sauna. We've got our hats, we've got our robes.
Сейчас проверим, не стирается тату или нет от нашего веника.
I don't know what that means, probably not good.
Не бойся. Я буду его парить сейчас. Парить по-русски. И начинается вот такая парка. Это же тяжкое преступление в Америке, налоги. Налоги у нас никто не платил. То есть была вольница. То есть так вот было. До того, как мы Путина избрали.
We're saying in the United States, Sergey, that it's not gay if it feels good. How have things changed? Obviously, you know, over the last 2 decades, Russia's undergone dramatic changes. Where do you see this going?
Мы все равно медленно двигаемся, ну, к западу, к цивилизации. И рынок выравнивается, и уже денег бешеных нету. То есть все идет, ну, идет туда, куда должно идти. У нас говорят, в тот день, когда паришься, никогда не старишься. Так что сегодняшний день, Райан, ты можешь зачеркнуть назад. И сам вот стараюсь, чтобы вот у меня люди работали и зарплаты получали. Ну, я, конечно, сожалею, что не все богатые в нашей стране. Давай, Райан.
Да.
Допьем?
Jesus Christ.
Cheers.
Cheers. Fuck all.